Anyway, I know who I'm banking this week. I look forward to hearing who you two are going to bank. Here's what we've got. Round 9 in Strathmore Community Bank Premier Division and round 10 in Divisions 1 and 2, which means the beginning of the return games in place this weekend for the lower two divisions. One more head-to-head. For Premier, here's what we have. Strathmore taking on Essendon Doona Stars at Moscoma Street. Pretty interesting game here on paper. I'm thinking the Morzo should be too good for Dooders.
Look, they should continue on their good form from the Jets, and especially at home. Look, they'd have to get the win. They have to.
Sprouts?
Yeah, I'm happy with tipping Strathmore.
Okay. Glenroy takes on Aberfeldy at Sunny Saw. Another home game for the Roys. Aberfeldy should win, but what do you think, Kaine?
Abbas for me.
Yeah, I'm going to take Abbas as well. I think they should get the win there, despite a couple of injuries
down
back.
There's no reason for us to believe in Glenroy in winning this game. Aberfeldy would need to be off.
Adam Winter's back, kicking a couple of goals.
Like I said, Aberfeldy would need to be off.
Yep.
In order for Glenroy to win this one. Pascoe Vale and Airport West. Now, this is an interesting game all of a sudden. Paco's gettable.
At home
Airport
as well.
West coming off a very good performance. Can they do it again, Kaine?
I've got to start going some roughies, especially in the online tipping if this game's in there. So, Jeff Madden and the boys, I'm going to tip the Eagles to go 2 in a row.
How confident are you? You're not going to Strathmore Community bank it?
No, I'm not going to bank it. But it's just a roughie. Yeah, I think they can definitely challenge it. Just from what they've seen on the weekend, if they bring that same intensity around the ball, that same ball movement going forward, and their X factors able to stand up, you just got to do it 2 weeks in a row.
Sprouts, does the Rayburn curse strike again here for the Panthers?
No, I think Pascoe Vale really need to make a statement, and they'll get a win there.
I'll stick with the Panthers as well. Maribyrnong Park are taking on Keilor at Monk Oval.
Chief, can I please have the banket sound effect?
Who are you Strathmore Community banking?
I'm going for the biggest banket that has been named so far this year, and I'm going to bank Maribyrnong Park to knock off the undefeated Keilor.
Injuries the reason why you're leaning this way?
I think injuries are the reason. Watching the footage from the weekend, Keilor struggled a little bit with their ball use. I think down at Monk Oval...
Correctable though, isn't it?
Correctable, of course, but at a ground like Monk Oval, it's not ideal. I think a couple of injuries.
You've got to be clean on that ground, yeah.
I think Maribyrnong Park have shown just enough the last couple of weeks. James Bruce up forward is kicking a couple of goals in tandem with Ryan. Jock Cornell playing some good football.
Yeah, Scott Clark across half-back. They have got good structure.
I think there's enough there for Maribyrnong Park.
That would be a good upset.
It's a risky bank. It's the biggest bank
of the year. I'm not know about banking it.
I think Maribyrnong Park are going to get the win, and I think Keilor are due for a loss.
That's a ballsy move. Kaine Hocking.
I was about to say, come on, show something when you both tip Pascoe Vale against Airport West. And
I've had a couple of soft bankets the last few weeks as well.
Jeez. Look, I got caught up in the hype of who's out for Keilor and whatnot, and not who's still left. So
this is Dean Galea, though, we're talking about.
Yeah, but
if he's out, we don't know.
So you've gone your bank it on saying he's out.
I'm confident.
I'm pretty confident Gordis will be out.
Gordis, I think, will be out.
Look,
EDFL team.
If Galea plays, then I think he's going to be underdone, which is
I've done
even
two
more
stupid
reason.
things this year, Chief. I left Keilor out of my top 4, and I tipped Glenroy to beat him round 1. I can't do it. I can't do a third one. So Keilor beat Marby for me.
Fair enough. Avondale Heights are taking on Greenvale at Canning Reserve. Jets just need to get things back on track.
Yep.
I want to see Greenvale be Greenvale this week and put in a really professional 4-quarter effort.
Yeah, look, they'll get the Crusoe boys back unless Fort's off on his...
Congratulations to Fort.
Maybe could go on his honeymoon. Look, Greenvale get the job done for me. Need to see more from Avondale.
I'm going Jets.
I'm happy to take the Jets as well in that
Let's go to Division 1. One of the great rivalries of Division 1
Massive game this
Tullamarine
weekend, Chief.
taking on West Meadows. Tulla did have those couple of injuries incurred from the game against Roxburgh Park, and that is why I am Strathmore Community banking West Meadows to win this game. Coming off a 2-week break, they had the bye last week. Westie are in fine form at the moment. Big day coming up for our man Omar Sard. A little bit undermanned Tullamarine, and maybe the big deck does help West Meadows as well. I think it's an upset tip as well, isn't it? If I go Tigers over Demons?
Yeah, well, they're below the...
Just as ballsy as Sprouts' tip?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Lock in Westie beating Tulla.
I'm going to take West Meadows as well.
There you go.
I think it's still an upset tip, but yeah, I think West Meadows, they challenged Tullamarine earlier in the year. I think it might have been a round one clash as well at Willowbrook Reserve, and one really good football of Tullamarine got the Demons across the line. But I think West Meadows, with a few injuries out for Tulla, I think West Meadows will be able to capitalise and snag a win.
Kaine, Hocking.
I'm very torn on this tip, boys. I seriously don't know which way to go. Both teams in good form. Nah, I won't tip a draw. Both teams in good form, but yes, Tulla have lost some injuries, but look, I think they can cover them, so I'm going to stick with Tulla. Because it's at Tulla, I'm going to stick with the Demons.
West Coburg takes on Roxburgh Park at the Shortress.
The Shortress. It's a tough away trip.
I almost banked this one. I almost banked West Coburg.
I'm tipping West Coburg at the Rectangular Stadium.
They're very hard to beat there.
Yeah, Roxburgh Park are going to have a very, very tough away trip on that one. I'm going to tip the Burgers.
Hillside Oak Park at Shark Park. I think there's a clear favourite here.
Yeah, Hillside.
Yep, I'll take the
Need
Sharks.
to bounce back, those Sharks. They were not good against Craigieburn at all. Hillside all around there. Lionheart Reserve, Taylor's Lakes will take on East Keilor. She got ugly in round one.
It was a demolition that day.
Yeah. East Keilor for me.
Cougars again.
Same sort of margin. Taylor's Lakes will improve. You saw Taylor's Lakes last week, Sprouts?
Yeah, what was that round one margin? Like 150
100 plus,
points?
yep.
Oh, I don't think it'll be 100 plus, but it could still be around that 10.
Probably closer to 200, actually. It was a big one.
I think it could be anywhere from 10 to 15 goals.
Craigieburn has the bye. Let's go to Strathmore Community Bank Division 2. Live, 2 p.m, 98.9 Northwest FM. That's if you want to listen to it. If you want to watch it, just go to facebook.com/Essendon DFL. Kaine Hocking, Travis Posnahovsky, and Tim Solly on the coverage. Northern Saints taking on the Sunbury Kangaroos. The Kangaroos have beaten everyone, including the Saints in round one. Only 3 or 4 goals, I think, that day at the Pouch. This time they're at Charles Martin Reserve.
I haven't banked one yet, Chief.
Oh,
I would like to bank the Sunbury Kangaroos, please.
Can we accept that or not, Sprouts? You're not allowed to bank a clear favourite.
it's an intriguing game. I'll give him that much.
We'll accept it.
How can you not tip first, third?
Well, it's a broadcast game as well, which means we clearly think it's going to be competitive.
Correct.
We don't pick one-sided games for match of the day.
Sprouts had a questionable one the other week, remember?
I think he did, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we'll accept that. They're playing outstanding footy, aren't they, the Sunbury Kangaroos? Can't wait for this game. Maybe Northern Saints can hurt them on the spread. Interested to see how the game plays out on that deck.
Not much to spread. There's not much room to spread at Charles Martin, though.
Exactly. So it's an interesting dynamic here. You can't tip against the Sunbury Kangaroos right now.
No, 100%. Everything they've shown up until this point suggests that Sunbury are the best team in the division at the moment and a clear premiership favourite, but the Northern Saints are a side that have shown a fair bit this season, a fair bit more than I expected from the Saints, and a good chance to show what they've got on the biggest stage this weekend on EDFL Match of the Day.
They've got a big ruckman coming, do Northern Saints.
Still haven't chased that name down for us yet, okay?
No, it's not about chasing a name down, Chief. It's but his height will definitely be able to challenge Brenton Sutherland for once. That's probably one thing sides haven't been able to do. Which will be an interesting one. His name it's Blake Charles. So
okay, yep.
Looks like to be a big, solid guy. So it'll be interesting to see how that ruck battle goes because he gets first use to the midfields every time. Does Sutherland. So be interesting if I do that call on Saturday. It's going to be interesting because I know him as Bogut. So calling him by his proper name is going to be actually quite difficult.
All the talk pre-season as well was about Northern Saints bringing a certain brand of football, and for it finally to be displayed for everyone to see. It's a really exciting matchup.
All right. How does Coburg Districts bounce back at home to East Sunbury?
A really tough game to tip this one.
It is, isn't it?
Pass.
Crazy eyes. I'll take Coburg Districts, but I'm not confident.
I'll take East Sunbury, but I'm pretty confident. East Sunbury will win this.
I'm going East Sunbury, unfortunately.
Care to elaborate on your tips, Sprouts? Shocking against the Sunbury Kangaroos, Coburg Districts.
I think that's more of a reflection of how good the Sunbury Kangaroos are. East Sunbury are a side that match
Sunbury
up.
Kangaroos are that much better than a middle-place Division 2 team.
East Sunbury are a team that plays pretty well at home. They match up pretty well against Burnside Heights.
Okay.
I'll take Coburg District, please.
Hadfield Keilor Park, Hawks win that.
Yes, please.
Buys for Moonee Valley and Burnside Heights. If they were playing each other, it would be the Josh Cavalli Cup.
And they both play each other
they
next
both
week.
play each other. So there's no scouting for them to do either this weekend. That'll be at least not for their upcoming opponent.
Nice quiet weekend at home, maybe.
Thank you, gentlemen.